What's going on YouTube, man? Julio back here. Julio the flatbedder back here with another video, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm about to start dropping videos back to back, man. We going up, man. I know a lot of, I've been with Rest Express about 3 months, going on 4 months. I've been solo for about, I don't even know, a month and a half, 2 months. I'm not even sure. I only did about 90 hours with my trainer. He said I was ready. I didn't really think I was ready. I was nervous, but it's been good, man. I've been rolling. I got a good relationship with my DM. But this is my 3-month review. Got a good relationship with my DM, man. It's pretty cool. Laid back. You got a good relationship with your DM when y'all don't really talk too much. Know what I mean? He tell you what you got to do. He send it through the call, comment, you go do it. Know what I mean? You make money. Everybody happy. Everybody rolling. But you know, a lot of stuff be going on. I mean, breakdown and a lot of stuff goes on, and you got to talk and you got to communicate, and that's when it's like you're not really rolling and stuff like that. I gotta have more communication. But for the most part, he does his job and I do my job. I mean, he's been doing it for 7 years. I ain't gonna say his name, but yeah, he's really a good one. He keep me rolling, man. I know some people try to say, oh, my DM doesn't take his job serious, or he doesn't find me more miles, and I'll be waiting for pre-plans. Like I'll be, I, for example, I was going to some part of Ohio, I think, and I was stopping in West Virginia for the night, and as soon as I stopped, I had another pre-plan for tomorrow for after I drop that load off. So my DM already knows, like, I'm rolling. Like, he'll send me a pre-plan like way before I even drop off a load, because he already knows that I'm gonna make it there on time and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I mean, he already knows how I move, how I operate, and stuff like that. So we got a pretty good understanding and stuff. But when you broke down, you can't really move how you normally move, and that's one thing I can say about Western Express, man. The only bad part, in my opinion, or the major part, is a lot of breakdown issues, man. Like right now, I got a trailer, and the landing gear is all messed up. The crank arm is all broke, and it won't crank up, and it's crazy, bro. I'm supposed to be going home. I don't really want to get into too much detail, but I'm supposed to be swapping with another guy, and he was supposed to give me an empty trailer, but Home Depot wouldn't unload him, and he didn't want to wait for Home Depot to unload him, so he took my empty trailer. He took my trailer and dropped off his loaded trailer. So now I gotta unload his stuff because he didn't want to untarp and unstrap it and get unloaded. So now I gotta do that, but it's unfortunate. Now I gotta wait for breakdown and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, but that's the only thing I can really say. My truck. When I first got my truck, I had to get some airlines fixed. I had got it from a dealership, but I had to get my airlines fixed, and then it was pretty good. I was light down, drove it from all the way back from Arizona all the way to Virginia, because that's where I live at. So I was making my way home, and then I went past Virginia. I went past my house because it was during the weekday. It was during the weekdays. So they sent me all the way up to New York, Connecticut, all that stuff. I was driving solo, and all the way back down to Virginia. But all that was fine and dandy, right? And then I don't know, when I started going through the mountains, and stuff, and over there about West Virginia on I-70 east or west and 68 west, the mountains is pretty bad. Anybody that's been to West Virginia and that part of Maryland, Cumberland, they already know how those mountains are. Me being a new driver and stuff. See, my trainer, he taught me how to use the engine brake, but he ain't really explain it to me like the best way. When you as a new driver and you got 80,000 pounds and you're going down to like a 6th grade or 6% grade or 5% grade, it's a little scary, man. So I'm squeezing on the brakes going all the way down the mountain, and brakes kept smoking, and I'm like, oh no, the brakes are smoking. Like, I'm thinking I'm doing something terribly wrong, or something really wrong with the truck, but really it's my fault. It really is my fault, because I'm not supposed to be riding the brakes. So I ended up watching first I put the truck in the shop, and they fixed the coolant lead, they fixed the brakes, they fixed a lot of stuff when I put it in the dealership. West Express fixed a lot of stuff, so I got good on that. And then I ended up watching a video about how to use the check engine, so y'all can go, I mean, not the check engine, the engine brake. How to use that brake. I watched a video on how to really use it. So I figured out how to really use it. I've been going through a lot of mountains, so I'm pretty good. I know I had to go right through the middle of West Virginia the other day, and I made it through all the mountains and stuff, nighttime, you know. The key, I mean, I'm gonna do an engine brake video one day. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll probably get a better camera so I can actually record. You know, I'm just recording off my phone right now. But yeah. I mean, you could go tune into somebody else. There's plenty of videos that I wish I had them out, but I don't know it off the top of my head. But there's plenty of videos that you can watch that'll show you how to use the engine brake. Because I mean, you don't want to ride your brakes going down the hill. Yeah, but as far as that, I've been pretty good. And I mean, just broke down right now. When I'm not broke down, I'm rolling, man. But yeah, right now I think I'm at like 3,000 miles this weekend. You know, everything was going good this week until yesterday. I picked up a preloaded trailer from out of Danville, PA, at the USG place, and I hopped in the truck and you know, I always do my pre-trip before, cause you know you gotta secure it, make sure the tarp and all the straps are good. So I always do my pre-trip right before, as soon as I hook up to the trailer, just so I have any problems, I can send it through breakdown, so they can work on it while I'm working on securing everything. So whenever I get done, hopefully I'm rolling. But you know, I checked my lights and they weren't working. I mean, they were working, and now I moved the truck so I could, cause it's nighttime. I usually drive in the morning, like early in the morning, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Deliver most of my loads around 7, maybe 10 or 11 if it's a further load. And then I'll go to sleep around like 3 in the afternoon. 3-4 p.m. in the afternoon, cause you know I try to get to the truck stop early, cause you know my backing ain't the best. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, my backing is not the best. I'm getting better, you know. I always try to get to the truck stop early and find. I'll never do a pull through. Like if I find that easy spot, you know, it's always easy spots. You know, I could just pull in, you know what I mean, just make it out of there. I mean, make it in there pretty easy, but that's not gonna help me. You know, I gotta test myself sometimes. So I'll try to park in between like 2 trucks, but I'll have like a lot of space in between, like 2 or 3 parking spaces in between, not right in between them, not with like 1 space in between, because I'm not ready for that. But you know, they always talking mess about us flatbedders, saying we can't park worth a damn and all that. But you know, I'm gonna try to prove them wrong one day. But right now it's definitely true, because you know we don't get a lot of practice out here. And I mean, when you at flatbed, you just pull right up and they'll come on both sides with the forklift and they'll take it right off your truck. You don't really got to do too much backing. So that's the plus side about flatbedding. But you know, it's a lot different, man. You got to do a lot of more physical activities out here with the tarp and then the weather conditions, and it's a lot more work than just driving a truck. See, I didn't know anything about flatbedding before I came. Like, I didn't know anything. So I suggest you look it up and see what it's all about if you decide to come into it. Because at Western Express, you're doing flatbedding over drive-in, you definitely going to make a lot more money. Now, I'm not going to get into all the pay right now. I'm going to say that for another video. But as far as flatbedding, I like it. I'm glad my recruiter signed me up for this, because I didn't know anything about it. He just asked me if I wanted to do it. I said sure, and I came in. So, but you know, after a year or 2 of flatbedding, I mean that'll go a long way on my driving history record, you know. But yeah, let me think. So the only bad part, cause I do NA East regional. The only bad part about that is my DM keeps sending me out Brooklyn, man, and Brooklyn is crazy, bro. I done ran into some tight stuff, man. Like, I know one time I was at Camco out Brooklyn or the Bronx, I don't even know. And I was dropping off some sheetrock, and they got 2 entrances. And when I came, I went through the first entrance. I didn't know they had 2 entrances. and I had came in, and then I hopped out and went to go talk to a forklift driver because I didn't want to do too much. Whenever you're in Brooklyn or anything you don't really know, you always want to hop out and ask you where they want you at. So I hopped out as soon as I turned in there, and sure enough, the guy was like, "Oh yeah, you got sheetrock. You gotta go out and then turn into the warehouse." So the only way to do that was me backing into the middle of an intersection in the middle of the Brooklyn, New York, and turn into the next street because they ain't had no space for me to turn around in the parking lot because they had so many trucks out there. So after like 5-10 minutes of me trying to back out to this intersection, while all these cars are just going past honking and not caring because we're in New York. After all that, I had to thank God these two trucks pulled up right at the light, and they basically stopped traffic right there and held it up for me, and I could see them in my mirror waving me back and stuff, and they're like, "Hurry up, man, you got it," because I'm not trying to hit nothing. I can't really see nothing. I ain't even get out because I'm trying to make sure I'm good. But they were just telling me, "Hurry up, come on, you got it." So I backed out, and then I turned in. I made it. I ain't hit nothing. Everything went smooth, and I thank those truck drivers. Thank you very much, man. I needed y'all right then and there. And turned in, made it out of there, got out of Brooklyn, and yeah, Brooklyn is just crazy, man. If you can stay away, I think you can deny a load if you don't want it. There's no extra pay for going out Brooklyn for NAE's regional. There's no extra pay. It's all in the pay package, and the pay package is pretty good. But I don't know, going through that, and I don't know. You gotta really be on your stuff to go through Brooklyn. Use all your space, make wide turns and everything. But as far as that, yeah. Let me think about what I was gonna say. Yeah, I think you can definitely decline a load, but if I get a 600-mile load out Brooklyn and I take it right and I do it, and if I deny it, I don't know, my DM might not be happy with me. He might send me a 200 or 300-mile load. Who wants that? You're not gonna make no money like that. But I haven't declined the load yet because I want all the good loads, and I can pretty much run it. Driving through Brooklyn all the time that's really like training you really good. And you could pretty much drive through anywhere, kind of like a lot of city parts, and that's good practice. I don't know. I don't really suggest it if you're like really new and you're not comfortable, but I don't know. I've been doing good out there. I don't know. It seems like I'm going out there twice a week. It's like I'm the only guy that he wants to send out there. I go to the place and look at the preloaded trailers, look at all the BOLs, and there's only one going to Brooklyn, and everybody else is going everywhere else, and I'm the only one that's going to Brooklyn, so that's funny. But you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta make money out here. I'm not gonna get to all that pay stuff right now, but yeah. Western Express, I don't know. I give it a thumbs up, man. I had my brother with me. Like, I brought my brother with me as soon as I got done with training. I went home and I was able to bring my brother with me, so that's a plus. I can bring my dog with me. I just been trying to pay all my bills and stuff. They pay you gotta pay like $500 for a dog. That's not much. I can afford it, but I just want to make sure all my bills is paid and pay everything off and build my credit a little bit more and stuff like that. I'm just trying to better myself right now. I got a daughter and stuff. But, I'm only 21, so I got to start early, man. All your old drivers and stuff out there, and everybody just keep doing what they doing. If you want to come to Western Express, it's not a bad idea, man. Don't listen to all the reviews. Yeah, you can listen to them, and I don't know. Everybody got their own opinion and stuff like that, but I suggest, because I'm only speaking about stuff that's happening in the NA East regional. I'm not speaking about over the road or anything else, lease purchase program, none of that. I'm only speaking about NA East regional flatbedding. Not speaking about drive-in, none of that. But in the East Regional flatbed, that's where it's at. That's where you're gonna make money. That's where you're gonna be rolling. And yeah, I mean, if you don't got a good DM, you can always switch your DM. But yeah, the only thing is them chains. I haven't used chains since orientation. I had one coil. I had a shotgun coil, and I was out there for about 6 hours trying to figure out how to secure it, man. And I didn't know how to secure it. I'm over here on the phone with Western Express, like, I can't do this load. Like, I don't know how to do it. And then after about 4